Hi, welcome to what's going to be the last in our first series of Let's Keep Circussing. These are a series of short video tutorials of things that you can do at home. This series we've been working with balls and a ring, or if you didn't have those, perhaps you were working with a cardboard ring and a ball of socks. Don't worry, we'll be back next week with series 2. I'll tell you about that at the end. Right, so as we're at the end of our balls and ring series, and we have talked quite a bit about juggling, I thought perhaps we should spend a little bit of time looking at how to get from playing with your balls to juggling. So let's start with painting the rainbow. One ball, we're trying to make a nice arch shape with that ball, going from hand to hand. Once I've got a nice rhythm, I'm going to start trying to look directly forwards rather than looking at the ball. I can still see the ball in my peripheral vision, managing to catch it. It's always good to come back to this as a bit of a warm-up before any juggling practice. Just remind your body what the action is. Joining in, yeah? I always think people probably aren't joining in, they're just watching me and thinking I look a bit silly, which I probably do. Okay, so that's paint the rainbow, that's one ball. A couple of weeks ago, we looked at doing 2 balls in a paint the rainbow shape. Throw, throw, catch, catch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, up, catch, catch. So let's just practice that for a little while. So my right hand is my dominant hand. So that's the hand I'm throwing from first. But once I've done that for a little while, I'm going to swap to my left. Now, if you drop the ball, don't worry, it doesn't matter. Learning to juggle is a journey, so just stop, pick it up and start again. That's absolutely fine. But now I'm going to start with my left, my subordinate hand. So I'm going to throw from that one first. Now, if you remember, if you've been following along each week, I did set practice as homework. So if you've been doing that, this is probably quite easy for you now. Well, maybe. Good. So I've done throw, throw, catch, catch, starting with my right, and I've done throw, throw, catch, catch, starting with my left. If you still need to practice those, that's fine. Press pause or watch the rest and keep practicing that and come back to it. This is what YouTube's all about. You can pause, rewind, come back another day. But what I'm going to do now is a little bit more tricky. So I'm going to change which hand throws first each time. So I'm going to go throw, throw, catch, catch, starting with my right, and then my left is going to throw the next one. Okay, throw, throw, catch, catch, throw, throw, catch, catch. So the first ball you catch is the first one you throw. So in this case, I'm always throwing this multicoloured ball first. Throw, throw, catch, catch, throw, throw, catch, catch. And if that is mind-boggling you, don't worry. It comes easy to me because I've been doing it for years, literally. And I often do this as a little bit of a warm-up before I do any juggling. Not that I'm much of a juggler, to be honest with you. I can juggle 3 balls. That's about it. But I still really enjoy doing it. Oh, nearly lost it. Good. And what you should be seeing is the ball's making this shape. So when you catch it, you're bringing it back to the midline so that it carries on. And we've got this infinity symbol or a figure of 8 laying on its side. Let's do that again, and this time concentrate on the shape the balls are making. Great. Now you're going to need a third ball or a third ball substitute. Orange, apple, pair of socks. So the first thing when it comes to going from 2 balls to 3 balls is you've now got to get rid of all 3 balls in the right order. So you've got 2 in one hand. We normally start with that in your dominant hand. And you're going to throw 1, 2, 3. Don't worry about catching it. That's why I'm standing here over my bed. Well, that and the fact that we're in lockdown and my whole house is being used by other people. So from my bedroom to your bedroom or living room or wherever you are. So I'm going to go throw, throw, throw. Nothing else, just throw, 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 throw. And one drops on the floor. Typical. Let's do that a couple of times. Get your 3 balls ready. You're going to throw 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 2 fell on the floor. Ah, they just won't behave. 3 balls. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you do this a lot of times, you'll find that your body wants to catch a ball. It doesn't matter whether that's your first ball or your last ball or the ball in the middle. The fact is that your body that's been practicing this knows what comes next. So that's what you're going to try and do. You're going to try and catch 1 or more balls. Yeah? Do this a few times. Don't worry about the other balls. Oop. Got it. Now, if you find that your balls are out of reach, you can't catch them, doing it over the bed's a good idea, but for a moment, step back and throw them where you've got a little bit of floor space around you. 1, 2, 3. And look at where they are, okay? If they're not in reach there, they wouldn't have been in reach here. But by doing that, you can work out which ball is the problem, which one's going wrong, and try and correct your throw. It's always a good idea to keep coming back to your 2 balls. That's going to keep on building up your muscle memory and helping you to juggle. Okay, so what's the next step? You can do your 2 balls, you can get rid of all 3, maybe you can catch them. What a lot of people end up doing is getting stuck here. So they've thrown all 3 balls and they've caught all 3 balls, and now what? Well, the trick is that you actually have to change that pattern in your head. So from 2 balls, we're going throw, throw, catch, catch. What we now need to do is go throw, 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 catch, throw, catch, throw, catch, throw. So don't worry if you don't catch them all, but if you catch a ball, try and throw it again straight away. I don't think I did I? Let's do that again. Yeah, so as soon as you catch it, you've got to throw it. From there on, it's kind of over to you. It's just about practice. You just have to throw every time you catch. Try and breathe. Try and not speed up too much. Try not to bring your hands up too high, because that's when it all goes wrong. And only practice for a few minutes at a time, and then go back to your 2 balls. Always start and finish with something you can do. So let's quickly run through all the things we've done today, and then you can go away and practice. So 1 ball, paint the rainbow. 2 balls with 1 hand leading, so my right hand for me. And then again with your other hand leading. And then changing which hand's leading. So I'm going to always throw my black and white ball first. Then just getting rid of 3 balls in the right order. So I need to go black, black and white, silver and white. 1, 2, 3. They land on my bed, but they just bounce back off. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to start trying to catch a ball, but if you do catch a ball, try and throw it again. You'll be there for a while, I'm sure, before we start getting to this. Once you do start doing this, the best thing to do is keep count. So count how many catches you make, and that way you can track your progress. So the first kind of milestone is to be able to do 7, I suppose. And when it goes wrong, don't worry about it. Pick up your ball and carry on. And there you go. That's kind of how you learn to juggle. But to be honest with you, how you learn to juggle is all about how much time you're prepared to do it. You're better off doing 10 to 15 minutes a day than doing it once a week for an hour or so. And it is a journey. Dropping balls is all part of it. Every ball you drop is one less ball you're going to drop. That's what I always tell myself. And I still drop balls a lot. Okay, so that is the end of series 1, balls and ring. Next week we're moving on to poi and scarves, which are these funky things. As normal, don't worry if you don't have this equipment. We are selling our Learn to Juggle kits, and there are discount codes depending on where you live and whether or not funders have come on board. So I'll leave a link for that in the description. But you can just put your juggling balls in a pair of long socks, and I'll talk about that in the first episode of series 2. And this could be a bandana or a scarf or a light piece of fabric that you don't mind cutting up. I have actually seen people use kitchen paper. It's not very floopy like this is, but apparently it does work. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed staying circusing with us. I hope you've been through all of the 6 parts. Obviously they're now on YouTube forever, so you can go back and do them as many times as you like, but do join us next week for part 1 of series 2. Take care everybody, stay home, stay safe.